Crown Jewel 2021 is over, and Roman Reigns defeated Brock Lesnar and retained the Universal Championship. But the match ended with a controversial finish, and many fans were surprised that Brock Lesnar didn't win the Universal Championship. So in this video, I will reveal the real reason why Brock Lesnar lost to Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. At the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, which took place on October 21st, 2021, we saw Brock Lesnar take on Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship in the main event. It was a very back-and-forth intense match, and Paul Heyman, who was at ringside, showed absolutely no favoritism towards either wrestler, where he had almost no emotion until one shocking moment later in the match. Everybody thought that Brock was about to win when he hit the F5 on Roman Reigns, but then Roman shockingly kicked out. And then things got interesting when Brock went for a second F5. Brock accidentally threw Roman into the referee and knocked him out. And then Brock tried to cover Roman, but the referee was still down and out, and he was unable to make the 3 count. Brock tried to revive the referee, but his attempts were unsuccessful. And then out of nowhere, Roman speared Brock Lesnar. And this is when Paul Heyman got involved in the match. And it was clear that Paul was unsure if he should interfere, and if he did interfere, who should he help, Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns? And after several seconds of thinking who he should help, Paul Heyman decided to just throw the Universal title right in the middle between Brock and Roman. This then led to a battle between Brock and Roman over the Universal title. And then another shocking moment occurred when the Usos showed up and super kicked Brock Lesnar. And then Roman hit Brock with the Universal title, and then a new referee finally came down, and Roman Reigns pinned Brock Lesnar. After the match ended, Brock was visibly angry about losing the match due to the interference from the Usos, and it looked like that this feud between Roman and Brock was far from over. So the real reason why Brock Lesnar did not defeat Roman Reigns for the Universal title is because WWE officials were told by the Fox TV network, which of course airs SmackDown every Friday night on the Fox network in America, that they did not want Brock Lesnar to become the new Universal Champion. And the reason why this is because WWE is still unable to get Brock Lesnar to appear on SmackDown almost every single week. But there is much more to the story, and there are many other reasons why Brock Lesnar did not win the Universal title. So let me go ahead and reveal those other reasons why. Brock Lesnar, when he signed his new contract back in August 2021, he signed a contract where he would show up on SmackDown around every 3 or 4 weeks. And this is what we saw. Brock Lesnar occasionally would appear on SmackDown after SummerSlam 2021. But WWE officials were not happy about this. They felt that WWE SmackDown needs to have Brock Lesnar on the show way more often. And Fox TV officials agreed with this. They want a champion like Roman Reigns who is on the show every single week. Even though Roman, he does not wrestle on the show that often, he is on the show every single week, 99% of the time. And Brock Lesnar, if he became Universal Champion, he would appear on the show once, maybe twice a month at the most. WWE officials right now are negotiating with Brock Lesnar for him to appear on SmackDown more often, but this will not happen though until around January 2021, when Brock Lesnar is rumored to return to WWE. You heard that right. Brock Lesnar, he's gone from WWE until January, which is, of course, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and Brock Lesnar will be entering the Royal Rumble match. The plan right now is not for Brock Lesnar to win the Royal Rumble match, but at some point after the Royal Rumble, Brock will win a match where he'll become the #1 contender for the Universal Championship, and we will see Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns once again. And at this point, we could see Brock Lesnar actually win the Universal Championship from Roman Reigns. But that will only happen if Brock Lesnar signs this new deal where he will appear on SmackDown anywhere from 2 to 3 times a month and wrestles on more pay-per-views than he does right now, because at this moment, Brock only has a deal to only wrestle 6 or 7 times a year. WWE wants him to wrestle on every single pay-per-view, especially if he's going to become the Universal Champion. Now, between these months of October and January, we are going to see Roman Reigns still on television. He's going to keep defending his Universal Championship. And fans want to know, who is Roman Reigns going to feud with before Roman faces Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38 next year? Obviously, we know it's going to be Roman Reigns facing Big E at the Survivor Series pay-per-view in November, which of course will be a Raw versus SmackDown pay-per-view. Now, at this moment, that match between Big E and Roman Reigns is not for either title. It's not for the WWE or Universal title. But that could change at any moment. WWE and Vince McMahon, they are known to try to have the biggest match possible at their pay-per-view. So making that match for both titles could happen at some point. Things could change when they decide to make that match for both championships. But the next pay-per-view after Survivor Series is actually not going to be TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. That pay-per-view has been canceled. Instead, we're getting a pay-per-view on Saturday, January 1st. And it's being rumored that Roman Reigns will face the new King of the Ring, Xavier Woods. And then right after that, at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, it is being rumored that Roman Reigns will face Goldberg for the first time ever. What are your thoughts on Brock Lesnar losing to Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel? Leave a comment and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you don't miss our next video.